Hey guys, welcome back to MU Sports TV. So guys, Manchester United have had their first signing of the summer in the name of Matheus Cunha from Wolverhampton Wanderers. So for the first time, I think in a long time, Manchester United have completed a deal. Have completed the first summer signing. Yeah, just 10 days or maybe 7 days after the end of the season. The season finished last weekend on Sunday, where United won 2-0 against Aston Villa. They had two post-season games in Malaysia and Hong Kong against Asian All-Stars. They lost 1-0 against Hong Kong and they won 3-1. And 3 days later, yesterday, it was confirmed and officially announced by the club that Matheus Cunha has joined the club from Wolves in a deal worth 62.5 million pounds. United agreed the terms of the contract with the Wolves, and this means that the deal now, pending the confirmation or pending approval by the Premier League in terms of visa and work permit. So at the moment, the only thing remaining for the deal to be officially announced now by the club is the work permit and the visa, which are being sorted, and Matheus Cunha can now officially join Manchester United. But at the moment, the deal is done. He has already done his medicals, said goodbye to Wolves and the players, his former teammates. He is now a Manchester United player, and just a few days now, and you will see him in a United shirt. Remember, we are not used to Manchester United doing deals this early. We are used to United waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until the last 2 weeks of the window, and they now do. They sign panically. They panic and they do some signings that I think are not always profitable in terms of performance, and also when now the players now they need to be sold. For example, if I can say the likes of Mason Mount or maybe Rasmus Højlund, you find that we cannot get the same price we signed them for. At the moment, if we are to sell Mason Mount, if we are to sell Højlund, we are going to sell them at a loss. Even Andre Onana, we are going to sell them at a loss. And this is what I'm talking about. We are used to United waiting until the last 2 weeks of the window, following the pressure by the fans. That is now when they do the signings, and they are always being overcharged or overpriced, and they buy players at a very higher fee compared to other clubs. But under Ineos, things have been different. If you are keen enough last season, that is the summer of 2024, it was a bit different, and we were surprised that United could be in negotiation for 2 or 3 players at the same time. Remember, United were in negotiation to sign Mazraoui and the leaked from Bayern. The same time, they were in negotiation to sign Manu Lugate. The same time, they were in the negotiation to sign Lenny Yoro from Lille, and they signed Lenny Yoro. They signed Mazraoui and Matthias de Ligt, and they signed Manu Lugate as well after completing the first signing in the name of Joshua Zirkzee. So we saw a glimpse of what doing a transfer business with Ineos will be in summer 2024, and this summer being a different one from the one we had in 2024, because I don't think in 2024 we were in need of players, like we were in need of a emergency, like a must. We must have this player. We must have this player. But this year is different. If you look at our squad at the moment, with Rashford, Sancho, and Anthony being on the sales list, and they want to be sold, that is, we are left with only one striker in the name of Rasmus Højlund, and we are left with, I think, 4 forwards in the name of Højlund, Zirkzee, Rashford, Garnacho, and Amad Diallo. And you all know of the latest rumors or transfer revolving around Garnacho, that he will be sold after the fallout with the manager. Apparently, that's how it is being said. But it all happened after the Europa League loss, where Amorim was asked if he regretted not starting with the Garnacho instead of Mount, and he said it is easier to say now, because who missed a chance in the semi-final against Bilbao. It was Garnacho. And after the game as well, Garnacho commented about how he played every match. Yeah, how he played every match until the final. Then he played only 17 minutes, and that didn't go well with the manager. And also his brother talked about it. And I think those were just some of the reason why I think Garnacho's time at United might be over now, and he there's a high chance of him leaving the club now is like 90% of him. The chance of him leaving the club now is 90%. So there's left us with Amad Diallo, Asmas Holland, and Joshua Zirkzee as only attackers going forward to next season. And you saw what happened this season. Lack of finishing power cost United a lot this season if you are keen enough. Because Manchester United, in terms of XG, they are in top 10. Yeah, in terms of XG. So this makes you wonder why they are in 15th position with a negative 10 goal difference. Because somehow our attackers were not able to find the net. The chances were being created, but the players were not able to find the net, and this is one of the reasons why I think this summer it is going to be different from the summer of last season, because it is a priority to sign a striker, a midfielder, and a goalkeeper. I tell you what, United must sign a goalkeeper, because whatever we have witnessed with Andre Onana, but Bandir, Tom Heaton, these guys are not ready for the number one position of Manchester United. So if you ask me, we need at least two goalkeepers, because Andre Onana cannot stay as a backup. But if he decides to stay as a backup, then why not? We can sign a number one goalkeeper, then keep Onana and Bandir as first and as third, as second and third choice. But if Onana can't, I know he cannot agree to be a second choice. He wants to be number one, so that will make him to leave. And if he leaves, no problem. I think we need a goalkeeper, because sometimes you want your goalkeeper to bail you out, as David De Gea used to bail Manchester United out. If not for him, I think that season, I think 17-18, United could have finished bottom 10 as well. But you have a goalkeeper whom you can trust, even though your defense is not that strong enough. But at least your goalkeeper is there to bail you out game in, game out. And if you look at Onana, sometimes you wonder, like, you don't even want opponents to shoot at him, because you don't know if it's going to save it or it's going to be a goal. So in light of this, I think Manchester United needs a new goalkeeper. With due respect to Andre Onana, I think he just needs to leave United. Maybe go somewhere else where he will play without pressure, because at Manchester United, anything you do wrong, you can't escape from it. Even if you do 1,000 things right and you do one thing wrong, the media will concentrate on that one thing wrong, one thing you did wrong, than the 1,000 things you did right. And his costly mistakes since his arrival from Inter Milan last season, this season, I think costed United a lot. Last season in the Champions League, and this season in the Premier League. I think if you ask me, the priority must be in the attack, and also in looking for a new goalkeeper. And I'm glad that the club is moving now fast in terms of signing, because we need to sign these players as fast as possible before the start of the preseason, which I think starts in July, the first week of July. The manager needs to have these players available with him in the preseason, because he needs to find how he's going to play, whom will start and whom will not start. He needs to figure out his first 11 in preseason. So that's why signing players before the preseason is always important, because if you sign the players after the preseason, it's difficult for the manager to integrate the players into his system. So with Matheus Cunha now has joined the Red Devils from Wolves, I think now Ruben Amorim will have him when the preseason starts in July. Now, one of the reasons why I think Matheus Cunha deals make sense and I think here United have done a good deal. And if Matheus Cunha is to replace Alejandro Garnacho, that is a 100% good deal. Because looking at the numbers, Matheus Cunha has done so well with Wolves this season. Um, just to confirm, yeah, he has scored 15 goals and provided 6 assists in 33 matches. That is a 21 goal and difference, goal and assist. That is 21 goal and assist in 33 matches in the Premier League. He's a proven goal scorer. He can score goals. Leave alone the temper, the what, but that is not the issue here. The issue here is we have signed somebody who can score goals, somebody who knows how to score goals. This season alone, Alejandro Garnacho has missed at least 6-7 chances. 6-7 chances. He has missed at least 6-7 chances. And Garnacho will score 1 goal after every 1 month. In those 1 month not scoring any goal, he missed at least 3-4 chances. So in every 8 chances Garnacho has, he scores 1 goal out of those 8 chances. So this issue with the Alejandro Garnacho and his attitude, I don't think it is the right one at Manchester United. I think at United now we need to have the mojo back. Manchester United has a culture, and we need to have that culture back where players are not seeing themselves above the club, and where players do not see themselves bigger than the club or maybe bigger than the manager. Even if you right now Lionel Messi is in the MLS being coached by Mascherano, his former teammate at Barcelona, and being Mascherano being the manager, Messi does not have any voice over him in terms of squad selection and tactics, and that is how it should be. The manager is the manager. No matter the age, no matter who the manager is, you should always respect the manager's decisions. If you are not okay with the manager's decisions, you have the manager in your team. You see him every day in training. Talk to him privately. Do not go to the social media criticizing the manager's decisions or system, because that now will go far. And when Cristiano Ronaldo came and talked about United and talk about Ten Hag, I think the only mistake he did was talk about Ten Hag, that he doesn't respect him. That is the only thing he did wrong, and I think somehow he might have influenced the young generation on that. Because if you see Garnacho, who is idolizing Ronaldo, is now behaving like Ronaldo did with Ten Hag. But come on, Ronaldo, at that time Ronaldo has won everything except the World Cup. He has won everything. He has many goals. But Alejandro Garnacho, you are still young. The only cups you have are the FA and the Carabao. You have not even reached 50 goals in your career, but you're behaving as if you have 200 plus goals in your career. So Garnacho, he needs to look himself in the mirror and say, you know what, I need to work on myself first. If you see players like Desire Doué is 19 years old. Garnacho is 20 years old. He is 1 year older than Desire Doué of PSG. And you see how the Desire Doué is playing. World class player. Emile Yamal at Barcelona, he is working on the pitch. Even though he's talking off the pitch, but he's working on the pitch. But Alejandro Garnacho, he talks off the pitch, but on the pitch, it's quite different. And only those who have watched Alejandro Garnacho since his debut for Manchester United, I think the Ten Hag era, 2023 or 2, yeah, I'm not wrong. If you have watched Alejandro Garnacho starting from his debut up to now, you will agree with me if I say Alejandro Garnacho has talent. He can be a good player, and he can only be a good player if he decides to change his attitude. He cannot continue like this, because at the moment, with his attitude, I don't think clubs like Real Madrid, or Barcelona, or maybe PSG will want him. So maybe Chelsea, and I don't think Chelsea will want him if they decide to keep Sancho. So if they decide to keep Sancho, I don't think Chelsea will sign Garnacho. So that leave him with the only one option to join in Napoli. And at Napoli, um, if he misbehave, they'll just sell him because I don't think they'll tolerate this kind of behavior. Look at what they did with Osimhen, their best player, their best striker, and they just had a misunderstanding and he was loaned out, sidelined and frozen from the team. So with this kind of attitude Garnacho has, even if he moved to any club, he need to change it. But because if he doesn't, it will destroy his career. So the signing of Matheus Cunha is a very good signing, a statement signing there by the Ineos, and I can say, you know what, we can expect 3-4 more signings before the window shuts down in August. At the moment, United are believed to be in the market for a striker. I talked about which striker should United sign at the moment. I talk about that in the previous video. You can go and check it out, where I discussed about Yohores, Osimhen, Mateta, and Patrick Schick as well. So you can check that video out. So they need a striker. They need another number 10, the name of maybe Mbeumo of Brentford. Maybe you can talk about a right wing back and maybe one CB, but defensive midfield is also a priority. So when I say United need at least 3-4 more signings after Matheus Cunha, a striker, a number 10, a defensive midfielder, and a right wing back, or maybe a centre back who can play as a right wing back sometimes. So at the moment, so far so good. Matheus Cunha is done deal. Here we go. We wait to now the next step. Now the next signing we should expect is a striker signing, where maybe we can expect Osimhen. Maybe news, always circulates as far as United are concerned. News always circulates as far as Manchester United are concerned. Now there are news that United are believed to be in negotiation with Napoli regarding the swap deal involving Holland and Osimhen, or maybe Garnacho and Osimhen. So United also remain, their interest in Goalkeeper still remains. And this all depends on Arsenal, maybe whom they will go for. But at the moment, Arsenal are interested in Cisco. So the next signing might be a striker, or maybe a new number 10. And now the one strongly linked to the move to Old Trafford is Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford to Old Trafford. With Mbeumo, he does not give a Champions League or a European football priority at the moment. When you see Matheus Cunha, he decided to join Manchester United, I think 4 weeks ago, without he didn't care if United were in the Champions League or not. He wanted to join the club and help the club, And also Bryan Mbeumo is, according to what I read in the media, is that Bryan Mbeumo does not prioritize the European football. That means he will be more ready to join the Old Trafford if the project presented by the club will be suitable for him. So it's all about the project. That is what will drive Bryan Mbeumo in as he wants to, if he is to join a new club. What will drive him to join a new club is the project presented by that club, and not the European competition. So these are the players we should be signing. The players where they don't just join us because of Champions League. They don't join us because of Europa League. They don't join us because of the wages involved. They join us because they want to represent the badge. They want to represent the club. Play for the badge in front, and the name at the back will be remembered. That's how it is always. And that's why I'm so happy with the signing of Matheus Cunha. I know a lot will be questioning, the fee involved, 62.5 million pounds, blah blah blah. But that is the way it is. That is the money involved. In fact, if it was not, it's really close. I don't think Wolves could have accepted anything below 70 million pounds for Matheus Cunha. But fortunately, his release clause was about 62.5 million pounds, and that is what United have agreed to pay, but not in full. United have agreed to pay this fee in installments. So that's also a good deal. Paying 62.5 million in installments. I think that is a great deal for Manchester United, and I think Ineos have again done well in terms of signing players. They don't they're not being bullied in the market the way the Glazers were being bullied by clubs, and now it is quite different. Teams will now respect Manchester United because they won't be paying whatever they want. They'll pay what it is right. Yeah, so I think that is the way forward now, and I strongly and I support the signing of Matheus Cunha. He will be a great addition for the club, having that he is he is well knowledgeable. He has the idea with this formation. He plays the 3-4-1 with Wolves, and now he's coming in. Yeah, and also Morim play the same formation, so he has the idea. He has what it takes to play to play in that formation. So this is also a factor that led to him or United going for him. And I think this is a Ruben Amorim signing. And this is what I'm talking about. Give the manager whatever he wants. Give the manager the players he wants. Don't sack the manager after giving him whatever after not giving him whatever he wants. Make their signings for the club and their signings for the manager. The signing for the club should be the future sign. That's why the under 18, the under 21, those should be the signing of the club. But the signing for the team should be but the manager. The manager is the one to give orders or to give instruction of whoever he wants to bring in at the club. The only thing the club needs to do is to find out how to sign the players the manager wants. That is the only way now you can sack the manager, because we give you whatever you wanted. But what happened? At the moment, Matheus Cunha is a Ruben Amorim signing. That is what I can tell you. And we could expect 2-3 more signings by Ruben Amorim, the Ruben Amorim signings. And I'm so happy that the club is giving him his first choice in terms of the players he wants. And if you can go like this in the next 2-3 transfer windows, tell you what, United will be up there challenging for the Premier League title. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments section below with the Matheus Cunha signing. Do you think he will be a great addition for the club?